My earliest memory was when my mother died and I entered an orphanage. After spending 10 years in an orphanage in England, we were listening to a BBC broadcast, Home Service for Schools, and there was a story on the news about immigration, something we'd never heard about. And the nun at the front of the class said, "Put up your hands, those of you who'd like to go to Australia." Well, the whole class put their hands up because, let's face it, none of us knew where Australia was, and it sounded like we were going to go on a holiday.
The liner Asturias arrives at Fremantle from Great Britain with 931 new migrants for this country. Among them are 147 children sent to Australia under the Catholic Episcopal Migration and Welfare Association, who will go to various institutions in Western Australia.
It was a sort of a very momentous occasion. Everyone was crowding round to take photos, and we were treated like dignitaries for a moment. Some of the big boys, and I was one of them, went on the bus to Bindoon. Well, Bindoon itself turned out to be quite a shock. You can imagine us as kids looking out the window and seeing this countryside and wondering where the devil we were going to. We were told as kids in England that when we would ride horses to school, etc., well, we couldn't see any horses, and we were just wondering where the school would be when we got there. But as it turned out, there was going to be no school and literally no horse riding. The story that we were told in England bear no fruition to what we actually found when we got to Bindoon. Well, we were literally assembled and told that we would not be going to school, the oldest of us, that would be learning farm work. So my job was to cart sand, gravel and rocks to this building site. Picture of us riding the horses faded very quickly. I'll be perfectly honest, all I remember was the work and the spirit of the boys working. A lot of us slept on an open veranda on iron beds which folded out. I got an awful hiding there from one of the brothers when I stuck up for one of the little kids, and that was boots and all. Not long after I'd been there, a Christian brother, one of them came to him and said, "Humphrey's your brothers? Coming on the next boat." My immediate reply to him was, "I haven't got a brother," because for the 10 years I'd been in an orphanage, I'd lost all memory of family. So in due course, this skinny little fella turned up at Bindoon, and I remember someone saying to me, "Go on, Humphrey, show some affection." Well, I didn't, not knowing what affection was. My brother, Terry, his contribution towards this building was those small little pillars. There's probably 60 or 80 of them up there. He actually made those. All this was done by child labour. Yes, and it's hard to believe it would that they could have done such a good job, but they did it. I think Bindoon toughened me up. I genuinely believe it's life experiences have made me what I am today. A satisfied, happy, go-lucky individual.